Okay, we're here at the place that started it all, Wilson Avenue. For this stream, I feel like we're gonna go in order. So we're gonna do Wilson Cadman Street. I'm calling it Cadman Street. Wilson Cadman Street, Hilltop Boulevard, and Hillsled. Then go down to my road street. Then come back up here to Canterbury West Line and basically just do all that. So Wilson Avenue. Over a year IRL time, I built on this world, and it finally came to an end. All the provisions that I had for Lake Valley Transit have been completed. This basement room that I had planned never finished. So many memories that I have in here. My friends. Now lost to history. I think there's actually there was a whole staircase. Yeah, that's the whole office room that I had built. Now gone. We will first go up here and go over what was the Hillsled line in 1910 when the line opened. If it wasn't so laggy, my Wi-Fi actually decided to love me for once. Oh, that explains a lot. Okay. I'm gonna act like that never happened. The stream shouldn't be laggy, but Minecraft is laggy because it doesn't love me like my mom. Anyways, we're gonna go up here to Cadman Street. Cadman Street was the second station on the line, which featured 4 tracks and 2 platforms. Originally 15 blocks long, 3 blocks wide, now 5 blocks wide, and 25 blocks. Okay, you know what? No, this is way too long. Here we have a place for workmen to travel above. The platform originally went to here, and was extended when Cadman Street had its upgrades in service, and then later wasn't. I actually think those to here. I think. No, I made so many changes to this. All I know is that the signs that were originally here were removed and gone. Here it says express trains, local trains. Signs still never removed. This mezzanine was fixed a while ago. This area was so empty before, and now it's just become a transit territory. Now we'll be on to the next station, Hilltop Boulevard. Oh, wait, actually I haven't finished. Okay, we'll get to that later. So the tracks came down here, they came here, and they went back up. There was a switch here, and there was a switch over here to go to the express tracks. One was also located here. The express tracks went through here, but we're going to go up here. The local tracks then went here, and then came back down for the express tracks and local tracks to switch. The express tracks were originally all Hillsled until the Lone Red Line would take over them. This next station is Resman Boulevard, originally called Hilltop Boulevard, 2 island platforms and 4 tracks. It's now 1 island platform and 2 tracks. The original 2 tracks went through the middle, but when the elevator was to be built, the 2 tracks were stripped and erased from existence. I would show that, but it would make more sense later on because it doesn't exist anymore. As you can see, the remains of where the tracks went right here still exist, but is now lost to history, like most of the stuff that was originally built. This is where the express tracks also went. Like you can see, this is where they went up, also lost to history, which brings us to our next station, which is Hillsled. Originally located here to be an island platform with 2 tracks, was then relocated over here. This area since has not been here, but as you can see, exactly where the tracks were, and then split off and has been left to rot. This was the final stop on the Hillside Line until it was later extended in May of 1910. The Hillside Line then continued down the line, down this twisted line. Okay, take note of this and then compare it to the builds afterwards, because a lot changes. Then came here, and those tracks would continue on to Monroe Street, which wouldn't open until later on. And they went to Pergamon Parkway in May 11th, 19 something. It was originally a 3-track station, 2 island platforms, and the middle track would continue to Springfield Gardens, with the line being the Cadbury West Line, which brings us to the Cadbury West Line. Cadbury West Line opened from Wilson Avenue to Cadman Street. Now we'll go through all the stations, even the ones that were opened later on. So this is Cadbury West. Cadbury West was a 2-track, 1-island platform station. It was opened at the tallest station in the world, which has since been beaten by this is taller than Smith and 9th Street, which still holds the record, even being taller than Smith and 9th Street. This is also the first line to feature a small underground segment, which would be tested out and then later implemented on other lines. And then came the underground station project of Montgomery Court. If the project proved successful, there would be underground stations and underground lines that would be implemented. As you can see, here is a crossover to go from the northbound to the southbound. This station was also one of the hardest to build on my end, as the street level had been raised multiple blocks before to allow the Cadbury West Line to even be built, and then had to be raised more for the entire station to be built. And we can see that right here. As you can see, this is originally where it was at normal street level, and was then enlarged to be up here, which is over 4 blocks higher than it originally was when this world was started. This station also featured a really old exit, which has since been abandoned and left to rot. This exit was closed due to its closure, and if there's an issue, get rid of it. So just give me like 20 seconds. Okay, I'm back. So now we go on to the platform that the Cadbury West Line was on when it first went to Pergamon Parkway. It went down here, down onto here, and right here it switched onto a middle track. Middle track does not exist anymore, but if you go back to my old live streams, you can see that the middle track did exist. There's also an elevator that was to be implemented. Never was and never will be. All we have is that. I think the only history of the line of the middle track existing is the pillars where it had the tracks set. And that is really, and these exits that went to both individual level, which was then erased when it became unified. So now we will go on the old routing that Cadbury West trains went on when going to Springfield Gardens. It looked something like this. Came here, onto this track. Springfield Gardens was opened as a 2-track, two-platform terminal station that ran only up to here was extended in around the 1960s to accommodate 5-car trains. The other platforms have not been extended and never will be extended to accommodate 5-car trains. The station opened with one exit on this side, and it was later fitted with a wheelchair-accessible ramp, but not a wheelchair-accessible entrance. Now we go on to the Hillsled and Cadbury West line with the Monroe Street Station, which opened later on around January of 1911. And this is the Cadbury West platform, which has gone through many revisions. Originally, it followed the lower level here of the Hillsled line, which the platform went up to here, then it was cut back to here, then it was extended back to here, then it was completely gotten rid of, and it was thinner, around 3 blocks, and a bunch of stuff happened with it, a lot. And none of this is going to make sense now, but this is the Hillsled line platform, originally here, extended when it was sold to accommodate 5-car trains. And nothing has really changed with this platform except for it being widened when everything else was widened. I think the pillars are still in their old places. Yeah. The track was here. Yeah, the track was here. Everything was much thinner back then. And the station since has been retrofitted with elevators that go up to all of the 4 lines that go to here. We will later get on to the Woburn and Crosstown lines, but for now we are going to go to Jackson Avenue, Willoughby Street, Douglas Boulevard, which has since been renamed to Jackson Avenue. The trains would come here, make this sharp turn, come this way, go up here, and terminate. Not terminate, they would go here. Then the trains would continue on to the next and final stop, which was Park Place. The trains would then turn here, continue, and would go right here. At the end of here. Yeah. The line was like that, and then when the Grove line, was the next line, had started, it started from Jollenberg, which is this station. This station has a bunch of history, such as this old entrance, which was later removed when the line was going to get extended north. The entrance was here, and then got replaced by this entrance, which is much more modernized. The line ran from here as a shuttle with only 2 cars, ran over these crossings, which did work. And originally was 2 tracks, but then later it was changed to 3. This platform was supposed to get extended that way to be longer, but never was. This platform, however, is longer, and this is why it's 2 blocks here. Or no, they're both 1 block. This is 2 blocks for the city line, which we will discuss later. Platforms were extended to 4 cars, and then later extended to 5 cars. Up here you can see the tram that was supposed to be built in the 1960s and never was. That's the tram terminal. And these are the tram tracks. As you can see, the line was extended right through the tram tracks as they were no longer needed, so it would cause no problem. The express service ends here, which doesn't run anymore, and this is Coral Grove, where the line gets its name from. Coral Grove was extended to right here, and when the platforms needed to be extended to 5 cars, it was extended back here. This line features 2 stations, 2 platforms, and 2 tracks. The exit is right under here. And it hasn't been changed since it opened in like 1912. Anyways, we go here and we pass a station that was built called Malapalama Place, and it was later going to be renamed as Hollows and was built and destroyed. Everything that I say was featured in old videos. So now we come here, we're passing that station, and we come here, we turn. Oh, excuse me. Come here and we get to Mali. Mali was a single track, single platform station with an express track that bypassed it and would go around the loop up this track, which actually still exists. Come here to Hilltop Boulevard. The exit that is here was right here, was later gotten rid of when the line was connected with the rest of the whole mezzanine. The Coral Grove line then had its old terminal chopped down and was given hefty revisions. It was given this grand, beautiful station with an overpass. I think this is an overpass. Oh, no, never mind. A place to go up to the upper level. An overpass is over here to go over the line, because during construction you cannot go through it, and you still cannot go through it. So the city made this overpass for people to get over. And this overpass also connects right to Resmond Boulevard on the rest of the lines. Now, oh wait, it's time for the One Run line. Okay. One Run line makes stops at Wilson Avenue, then ran up here to this station, and terminated here by using the relay track that was here, going down, and then terminating on the track, and then this relay track was added. The line then extended to Malatosa Road via the Cadbury West line, which this stands as the tallest station in the world, if it did exist. And the only way to get to it is by climbing this really tall station, which we'll do right now. Cadbury West line, Cadbury West, Wilmer line, Malatosa Road. We go up here, we take this turn, we go up here, we act like we pay, we go up here, take this turn, we go through here, we take another turn, we go up here, we take this turn, go up here, we take this other turn, and we go down here, and then we got this platform. And it was later extended to its final terminal of Monroe Street. Now that we still haven't done all of them, okay. And then they would terminate around this loop, which they got rid of the loop and just made a connection to the Cadbury West line, but as you can see, most of the balloon loop is still there. The line was later extended to go to Woodland Parkway, and I think the routing of the line did change. I'm not too sure. But it went here, opened up, and then it came here, and then it got extended to Perkedon Parkway. Not Perkedon Parkway. Springfield Gardens, with no stops until Nanuet, which we will go by now, which is served on the Coral Grove, One Run line, and Hillside line. Then it went down to Springfield Gardens, and now we will go back and retrace our steps with the Coral Grove line and do the new Perkedon Parkway. So this is the new Perkedon Parkway, the upper level for the express tracks, which is served by the Cadbury West line at all times, and the Coral Grove line sometimes. This platform is served by the Hill Sled and the Coral Grove line at part times. Coral Grove either depends if it goes local or express by this horrible switching system. But with that, we also have this station, which is Hill Sled South. It is also my favorite elevated station in this whole place. Mainly because of the glass. And it just shows you the beauty. Coral Grove, Hill Sled. I'm gonna act like that's there. Oh, and then I added this river to act like we actually had a normal city. Oh, and then this is the old project of the Jollenberg line. The Jollenberg line now runs over there, which we'll get to later, but the Jollenberg line ran here, ran all the way here, and terminated at Monroe Street. Then when the final part of it was finished, it continued down the line, ran onto the express track, skipped Wilmer Parkway, came back up here, and ran on the Perkedon shuttle to Malatosa Road. The station is no longer existing, and we will get to that later. Oh, so let me show you the whole. Switching system here. Here we have the Coral Grove lines, Hill Sled. No. Coral Grove Local, Coral Grove Express, Cadbury West Express, Hill Sled Local, and Cadbury West Local. Hill Sled Local and Cadbury West Local. Coral Grove Express, Coral Grove Local. And these 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 tracks then go into 4. At this point is also when Jackson Avenue was renamed, and Park Place was renamed to Concourse Circle. Concourse Circle would later be demolished, and service would be cut back to Jackson Avenue. After service would be cut back to Jackson Avenue, the line continued on a new elevated route, which went down here, and then went down here. But since most of it is gone, I don't feel like showing it. Instead, I'll show the entrances for where the stations were, and if you want to see the old stations, you can go back to my live streams where I show the new stations. This is Redmond Court. The line would go down here and would continue going down, but since it is no longer existing, the station no longer exists. This is Prevalicious Road. It doesn't exist. And the final one is Riverside Avenue. I think it's called Riverside Avenue. Yeah, Riverside Avenue. It had an elevator, which will just teleport me down into the void. Eventually. Yeah. And like I said, nothing exists. Now we'll fly back up to the void and act like nothing happened. We're going to get rid of this. We're going to grab this. Then we're going to place that. And we're going to place that right there. And we're going to act like no one ever saw this. The line was there, and then they got extended to Springwood. Much later on, a bunch of stuff happened in between. So then the Perkadon shuttle got demolished from this station. Yeah, this station. Oh, I think a sign is still here that says it. No, it doesn't say it. Okay, must have gotten rid of it then. I think there might be a sign in here that says it. No. I should have a sign somewhere. Maybe up here. No. Okay, I guess I don't. But anyways, the line was demolished and was replaced by the Crosstown line, which opened from this station. Which opened from this station. Wormwood Parkway ran here on as layup tracks and went this way. This station over here is Melbourne, which is actually quite far away. Melbourne is your average station. You just go up, and it's normal. This is Melbourne. The next station is Miles Hosted Road, which actually has a lot of history, as this was going to be a 3-station line, but was then changed to 4 stations because I forgot how to add an X switch, and I built this incorrectly because I was going to add an elevator here and never did. This station follows the nicest and follows a scheme for another station called Springwood, which we will visit later. The line then comes up to be an at-grade line and runs here all the way until Milwaukee, which is spelled really weird, don't ask why. The station opened as a 3-platform, 4-track station, and this is how I spelled Milwaukee, because I don't know how to spell Milwauiakay for the Jellenberg line and the Crosstown line. This station was served by both of those lines, but is now served by the Jellenberg line and the City line. The Jellenberg line is here, the Crosstown line is here. City line. The tracks go straight through, go onto this X switch, and the Jellenberg line switch off here and crosses this at an at-grade crossing. The Jellenberg line was then, after it got deleted over there, it was rerouted here and basically did the same thing as it was, making less stops and making it faster to get there. It was also given this nice and unique station, which is only accessible via the express tracks. This means that no trains can stop at Redmond Boulevard and also go straight to Milwaukee. The next place that we will visit, which is a place that I actually forgot, is actually east and north of Wilson Avenue, where we started our journey. This station is Mercosetta Road, parallel to the Mercosetta Yard, opened, serving the Hillside, Cadbury West, and Wilmeren lines. The line was then extended to Culver Grove with the addition of the Coral Grove line. Once the line was here, it was later extended again to Champion Circle Now with this station serving the Hillsled, Cadbury West, Wilmington, Jollenberg, and Coral Grove lines. The Cadbury West and Wilmington line run express. The other 3 lines run local, stopping at Lawrence Place, Syosset, which is also the biggest local station in the world, having 6 tracks, 3 platforms, and then the final stop, Champion Circle. While each door has a certain line, you can go through any door and still go to any line. The reason we did this was to trick tourists, and it worked. Now that you know where almost all the trains in this system start, we're going to go to, wait, where are we going now? Oh yeah, Crosstown Line. After the Crosstown Line's big hit, it was later extended to Lake Valley Road. Lake Valley Road was then a terminal for 2 short days in Minecraft before it was extended to Monroe Street. It was extended to Monroe Street. And I just remembered this. I know why this switching is really weird. Because it was extended to Monroe Street. This also introduced the new stop of Greystone, which is the most complicated station in our system. Let me give a little tour of it. This is Greystone on the City line. City and Crosstown line. This is the northbound platform only. Northbound only. This platform is northbound and southbound. This one is to Monroe Street only. This is the Crosstown line. And this platform is also the Crosstown line, and this is to Mamaroneck. Now, this platform that we first came on, it's not in normal use. Okay, I'll tell you that. And the reason why this platform is separated from the rest is because this is the main track. This is the main track. And if I wanted to have something like this, I would have to cross over the Wilmington line, which already has so many trains per hour, and then cross over another track, which also has so many trains per hour, that it just wouldn't make sense. So instead, we had it go low, go like that low, and just do that. This is also why this platform is so low, because it had to also go down below the Wilmington line. This whole junction was just a mess. It wasn't what I wanted, but it's what I got. Also, when I extended the stations, I made it so that I couldn't, but I still made a way. And this one is probably the funniest, because you're like, when's the train coming? And then the train just comes flying. At least here you could see, at least. Lake Valley Road was not opened with an elevator, but was later retrofitted with elevators due to the whatever Mystic Transit named this station. Named his system. He made it, and then it died, and then he quit, and he used blast mining. Although his stations were pretty nice. His elevators were nice as well. Yeah, this is Mystic Transit's system when he was on this world. He's not coming back when I make a new one, which I accept. He also made a Starbucks. I don't know, I think he got deleted when the world corrupted. Oh, this is it. I think it is. Yeah, this is Starbucks. Yeah, and then this is the entrance, this is the escalator and stuff. And it's right here. Oh, right. I completely forgot I started this. Do I have everything? I actually know what this is. I completely forgot about this. Okay, you know what? Plot twist. This might not be the end. Okay. I gotta be serious. This world is basically over. I'm not gonna work on it full time anymore. I have a new world, and I already have the map and everything. And okay, I'll give you an insight of the new world. The new world has, I think, 20 something or 30 something stations. I don't know how many this one has. I'm not trying to count. But it has 14 lines. Yes, 14 different train lines. How many of them do I not need? Well, I have all the service plans mapped out, and during late nights, only 5 of them run, and that's because one of them gets extended by 5 stops. Hold on. How long have I been doing this tour for? 31 minutes. Okay, it's a long time. So now we're gonna go to. We did Greystone. We did Lake Valley Road. We did most of it. We're gonna go. Okay, the city line. Crosstown line. This is Crosstown line. This is Berkdown Park, Wilmeren Parkway. This is Redmond Court. And this is also a terminal for some trains that go into this mini yard. The line was then continued. This is Crescent, which was a single track station. 2 cars could only enter or exit. It was later extended to 4, and then finally extended to 5. And then this is the final stop, which was Harrison. Harrison was also a single track station, and then went into this massive yard. It is still used by the city line, by the way. And then Transit Express came, and then they built their line, and then I was like, hey, you can use this spare track that I have. And they're like, okay. And then when I decided to finally extend it, I was like, hey, I want my spare track back. And they were like, okay. And then they changed it, and I was like, hey, I want to be like the IRT and BMT. Let's build a cross-platform transfer. And they're like, okay. And so, boom, a cross-platform transfer was implemented. And then Crescent was extended, and then the line was extended all the way to whatever the hell I named this station. I don't remember. I don't have the map out. Oh, so then Brentwood and Springwood were a thing. They have now been converted into a pedestrian walkway for the memories. Go down here, left or right? To left. Okay. All the tracks have been deactivated to ensure safety for all the people that decide to walk here. Trains arrive in both directions, but there are no trains here. The final S22 that ran on the line was taken for parts, and it took a while, and now this has just been converted to a place for people that rode the line when it first came out, or never got to experience it, to still experience it, just without all the dangers and stuff. And this was Springwood. Scariest station when I didn't have any torches up, and also the worst station by the public. And let me show you why. Okay, I'm going to take it from here. We are at 34:15. Okay, I'm going to see how long it takes to exit this station. Okay, go up these stairs. And by the way, this is running, so walking would obviously take much longer. And took 25 seconds. This is Transit Express, which I will show this one in single station because it has a transfer. That's it. You will never see Transit Express again, unless Noel wants me to show it. And then, when the whole underground stuff, when the world got corrupted, when all of that happened, the four lines that ran there were cut back to their respective stations. Hillslide and Cadbury West were cut back to Jackson Avenue, and the other two were cut back to Springfield Gardens. And then the brilliant thought to just make it above ground was implemented, and then I built Redmond Court. This was made out of wood. I was supposed to be temporary, but now it's just been a staple of what I thought when I was really dumb in May. No, during the summer. This uses the old entrance that was used for the original line, which still has the old sign up. This is the only one that retained its original entrance, and as the other ones got new entrances. And this is Redmond Court, which replaced Redmond Court. The line then went up over the pond that was used during the bombings of whatever year that bomb happened in. It went over the crosstown line, came back down. Then we come to this station, which I think I put the name up. Riverhead. Yes, Riverhead. Okay. Riverhead, which replaced Privileges Road and Riverside Avenue, was also made out of wood, along with that trestle over there, as this was meant to be temporary, but has since been reinforced so that none of it breaks down. There's exits on both sides of this and a crossover that you can use that is easily accessible. Then it has this crossing which no cars can ever get through and no cars would ever need to get through. And then there's supposed to be a station here, which is why the track went over. The station was never built, so then the tracks went up there. Which is also why that station was... I never moved that station back. Okay. Anyways, then we come to this station, which made 4 tracks into 3. The express tracks do not merge, actually. One of these is a local track. One is a local, one is a express, and one is a local and express. The way that the switching works is that trains from here use this track to go forward, and trains that are going there use this track to go forward. The way that we do this is by this trusty switch here. Red. Oh yeah, which activates that. And when it's not activated, I do not have mods on. That is not activated. It steps back to let the trains that are coming here can easily switch without there being any redstone, which is also the same system that is used here, as trains can easily transfer here, but when they go over this switch, it is set to go this way. Now we will go over to this station, which I completely forgot the name of. Open this 2 tracks, 2 side platforms, then 4 tracks, 2 side platforms, and they use the switch past the station, relay to the station up to here, then we're extended to this station, which I don't think I have the name of. I don't. And then this station, which is the one and only station, which I think this line has the same station as this. Oh, of course, for the sign here. This is Vanderbilt. And then the Hillslide and Coral Grove and Cadbury One Run are here. Come over here, and then go to the side for... this is a fictional world. I was just letting you know that. For Woodmere. I forgot the name of this. And then the express tracks go up. The local tracks go to the side for the final station, which is Larchmont. Final station. And then the 4 lines are extended journey. This line opened with 1 track, 1 platform, was then given 2 extra. Probably one of the nicest stations I've ever built. And this whole line didn't take long, but this one station took the longest. Made as a loop so that trains could be easily in and out of the station with no extra dwell time being added. I think this marks the end of this era. I'll probably just do streams for fun for Lake Valley Trains, but now I'm moving on to the new thing, which I still haven't gotten a name for. But this is the end of an era. Hope you all enjoyed this live stream or video if you guys are watching after the stream, and I will see you all next time. Bye. Oh, also, I'm probably going to stream Metro North right now. Probably not. But anyways. Oh, okay. Anyways, goodbye.